Primera belonged to me and the bank.
King is gone.
77, if you know what I
King
mean.
is done.
But anyway, I turned the radio on at 2:22 in the afternoon. Never will forget it. And this DJ goes, "It's official, Elvis Presley has passed away." So I turned it on all the stations, and everybody was saying that. So 15 miles down the road, I had this part written, and I didn't know it, but I was writing my life. And I was speaking to a lot of people all over the world. 6 million records now went like this. And if you were around in 77, you might have heard this song.
Yep.
I was barely 6 years old when I first heard him sing. And somehow I knew from that moment on. Yeah, somehow I knew. It'd be a lifetime thing. And I'd stand in front of a mirror day and night, and I listened to every one of his records, and I repeated every word, and I repeated every note. Till I almost got it right. And I was determined that maybe someday I could stand and sing in front of an audience, and somebody might come up to me and say, "Hey, Ronnie, you know what? Well, you sound just a wee little bit, just a little like Elvis." There was a man who gave the world his song, and the world stood still to sing. A simple man who took his faith along, while all the world proclaimed him king. Now the king is gone, and oh, what a reign, and the crown on his head, oh, will remain. From a working man to royalty, to everlasting fame. The king is gone, yeah, the king is gone, but long live his name. Yeah, the king is gone, oh, the king is gone, but long live his name. And I always will. Thank you, and thank you, Elvis Presley. I never will forget, I was 8 years young. It was 1958, and I was at a theater by myself. Can you imagine going to the movies at 8 years old by yourself? But I did. And the reason why is because I lied to my daddy. I told my daddy, I said, "Daddy, there's a movie on, it's a monster movie." He said, "Really?" And I said, "Yes, sir." And he said, "What's it called?" And I said, "King Creole." Now the reason I lied to Daddy is because thank you, Jody, I knew that my daddy did not like Elvis's music. He thought it was the devil's music. I thought it was the coolest stuff I ever heard in my life at 8 years young. So I really didn't care what Daddy thought. I went anyway. I sat there, and Elvis was like 30 feet tall in this movie, and he sang this song. Oh,
Put your head water in it, Ronnie.
oh, well, thank you,
It's a
Eddie.
little wet, Ronnie.
Yeah, I didn't want a wet seat, but anyway, he sang this song, and I ain't never been the same since. True story. Hey, by the way, last week in Memphis, I met Dolores Hart, who was in this movie with Elvis. She is Mother Dolores now. After King Creole, she became a nun. I still don't know why she did that. as I have you. Every kiss brings a thrill, and I know that it will, as long as I have you. Let's think of the future, forget the past. You're not my first love, but you're my last. Take the love that I bring, then I'll have it, as long as I have you. Let's think of the future, forget the past. You're not my first love, but you're my last. Take the love that I bring, then I'll have everything, as long as I have you. As long as I have you. As long as I have you.
Ain't that a great song?
Well, so is this from my friend James over here, who just retired from teaching school. High school math over here. Hey, and in his spare time, he plays with the Coral Reefer Band, Jimmy Buffett.